Welcome back, guys. We're gonna continue doing the card game. And also, as you can see, card number 2 and card number 1 can be summoned now. Holy shit, randomly, that is. Right? There you go. Where's the creeper, though? Please, creeper. Here we go, here we go. It's very interesting to see that it has more dislikes than likes. Oh, you bumped into a video and you hurt your fucking head, didn't you? Who the fuck, man? How do these people still find the dislike button? It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable. But hey, now it's gonna be a card, because I'm controversial everywhere. But I can't believe that this is controversial. This. What did I do? What happened? Holy shit. But I don't want an answer. The moment you ask for an answer, someone else is gonna try to answer. And it's like, no, that's not what I asked. You don't understand. I can come up with a reason why people dislike. That's not what I asked, you know? I ask if someone doesn't like it, genuinely why. But at the same time, I don't give a fuck. The real question I would ask, why do you exist? You know, what do you want from me? Why the fuck did you find my channel? Because why did you click on a video? What the fuck did you expected? If not for the best card game ever, you know? Because for me, like, this is amazing, bro. This is just amazing. I don't have to do any work. I just, like, put some fucking icons on a card and it already works in my brain. You know, my brain just rewires. And it's so easy to read. You can read it from far, far away. So far away. You know, if this gets attacked, it's a coin flip to change the target to the lowest creature. Well, this part doesn't work as it changed. But I know that very well. I read it from that corner over there. It's so easy. These cards are insane, bro. This just opens up a can of worms of education for people. But it's unbelievable, you know. Instant rejection. I hate being so good that people still reject me, you know, like, wow. It must be really problematic what I did there. But it's just that at this point it's just jealousy that I can't actually, like, control whatsoever. I just have to, like, take everything for myself. So maybe I won't release this January, February actually because dislikes. And I actually won't. If I have more dislikes than likes, then fuck you guys. You know, like, yeah, you don't want it, basically. You definitely don't want it. So let's make this card. So I want to give you guys a backstory for this, because my card game gonna have a lot of backstory for cards. And we have to, like, figure out what is a good effect to, like, satisfy the backstory. So understanding, like, controversy and why people just use their social powers to bully others. And imagine that, like, there's more bullies than nice people in the world. Like, there's actually more bullies. There's more people who would just sit silently, suck up to the bully, not get in trouble. There's more people like that. And there's just enough people to not press the like button, but the dislike button first if there's something controversial, like, you're just wrong, you're gonna get beaten up, you're gonna be destroyed, everyone just against you, basically. You're fighting the world. That is the controversy we're dealing with. Anything new happens, you stand up for something, you get disliked. That's a social cue that you're gonna receive. At least, for fuck's sake, we're not receiving it publicly. So, to, like, encourage make it like fun, you know, like, oh, you should be disliked because like it's actually pretty fun, right? Everyone should join in and just press that button. At least we don't have that social empowerment, but people demand it, you know. On YouTube is like, shit, bro, we lost the power of disliking people. Like, why did you need that? Why was that so fucking helpful? Like, back in the day, I thought like dislike and like ratio was actually kind of cool, until I started making YouTube videos, and it's no longer fucking cool because, like, what the fuck did I do wrong, you know? Because I can't communicate with these people. Like, I understood when I sit here in an audience and I'm like, okay, I get to decide if I like or dislike. But slowly, I'm like, this is useless button to me, all right? I'm not sending any information to anyone, all right? But for a small channel, it's painful. It's painful because I want to know what the opinion is of people seeing the fucking card game like this for the first time. You know, I need to know. Obviously, I will get it when the card game is released. But if people disliking, maybe they have something, dude. Maybe they got something. But the funny thing is, I've realized, and the greatest addition to the backstory is simply, people don't know shit, bro. People can't argue with you because you already like created something because you really wanted to. You know, they can't fucking argue with you. But I would love to have enemies and just find them and just look them in the fucking face now. That's what I want. So maybe that's gonna be the name. Look me in the eyes, bro. Tell me. So the question is, what is going to be the effect? I mean, it could just have a taunt, and all of a sudden you have to press the dislike button. It's very complicated, isn't it? But you know what the funniest thing is, right? To gain that 3 versus 4 ratio. You know what the funniest thing is? They haven't touched my card game. They just seen it. Anything can change. The basic part of it is fucking smooth ride for me. I'm having fun. So I don't see the flaw. You know, like I really don't fucking see. And if anything is an issue, just say it. And it might fucking happen. You know, I might actually like fix your issue. Make it better, you know? And this is one of those card games where you just fucking click one button, it opens up a fucking whole game in like 5 seconds. Stop it, Unity. Faster. Alright, and you play it immediately. It's one of those things. It's one of those games that most people don't fucking make. They tell you, press play, let me load your collection, build your fucking deck. No, I'll just gonna be like, you can play now, all right? Have fun. Obviously, you need to read the instructions first, but that's fine. Everyone reads terms and conditions, all right? Like actual terms and conditions. Press W to go forward, press S to go backwards, press D to suck a D, you know? Those are terms and conditions. If you press that, you get that, okay? Alright, so, yeah, welcome to Mixed Martial Cards. I am very angry when I don't get treated very well, am I? Yeah, I have to repeat, this is new concept. There's still work to do. This is just a core idea that already works after, like, 2 days of implementing it. It already works, and I had to like smoothen out of like how it actually works and as I tested. The only like really good explanation is someone fucking subscribed and they realized they're idiots. You know, that's what they that's the only actually like Jesus level explanation. Oh, I'm a fucking idiot for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. I fooled you, didn't I? You know, somehow I changed as a person and you didn't like it. Well, that fucking sucks. Because Hearthstone didn't change. It went downwards constantly. I don't know how did you not predict me just jumping off the fucking ship of Hearthstone, bro. Holy shit. How did nobody predict that then? So there's so much context that I have to speculate over, and I wasted 10 minutes doing so, and I'm so fucking pissed for receiving dislikes. Now I have to like ignore the fucking stats at this point. I just have to ignore it because this is too fucking painful. Not because dislikes mean something, but because they don't. That's the fucking painful part. They mean absolutely nothing, and I get upset over nothing, bro. I don't want to fucking see it anymore. We probably have to smoothen the edges, by the way. Looks pretty horrifying. But it gets even more horrifying if I do it with the smudge tool. What a wonderful thing. So, you gotta do something pretty fucking crazy. Look at me, we have decided. What will create a huge threat, right? It could be just be an artificial taunt where it will explode if you know. But we have to like add much more twist here. It will also help once we have enough context. We kind of like we'll have a good feeling of what the effect of the card is. So we have like controversy, the trigger happy people of society. The real question is like who is gonna own the dislike button? Because I own it. You know, you just get to press it, you just get to attack into it, but I own it. So it does something for me. You know, it kind of just gives me reputation. There's no way to spell out reputation, but you know, we can do rip. No, it's kind of weird. All right, interesting. I mean, reputation here, pretty cool. It's also like the icon for influence tracker. But the game itself, I have decided, is going to be called MEGABUG. Why? Well, the card actually weighs less than a megabyte. I don't know. It's cool. And when you see the bug, the way that looks like, probably is over here, right? It looks like a bunch of icons, like Ladybug, but I'm like, fuck, this is not an actual Ladybug, it's made out of fucking bytes. 1,000 bytes. 1,000,000 bytes, actually. That's how much you're gonna get from this one card. 1,000,000 bytes. Yeah. I like it. I like this. I wanted the Ladybug thing, because I already posted the emotes as a video series, right? I post the Ladybug emote first to indicate what I'm talking about. So the benefit you get from the dislike button is that it's actually more powerful than the like button, but you have to suck it up and be like, it literally doesn't mean anything. I'm just like, I'm a little bit upset that people are fucking silent idiots and get butthurt really fast, and you can't communicate with them. So it's like, it's completely pointless. But they have found themselves pressing the dislike button. You know, they at least contributed to the story, but you have to actually like take advantage of the story. So I could turn this into like a consumable. I've received someone else's, you know, disapproval. It's a consumable. And I can sort of use it if the conditions are right, you know. So what could be the conditions? I would say like a lot of things have been sacrificed, and I can like use the bones as well. So use a consumable of dislike button, use a lot of bones. These are bones, by the way. But like drawing actual bones is fucking stupid. So it's like gravestones in a way. This is mind control, by the way. It's kind of cool. Health attack or tap. It gets weird. Then bones and mind control. Mind control is like the weirdest one. Also, like drawing this shape, you have to be on drugs to draw that. Like, what's wrong with you, bro? What does that even mean? Clover? Because that's garbage, man. Shamrock, am I right? Shame, rock of shame. Yeah, I'm not drawing that one. Thank you very much. So we take these ones. We use like 5 bones. The moment you will have this card forever, but you can use this once you have collected a story, like you have compiled something that you feel, compiled a feeling, an expression. And then you can maybe just drop a fucking nuke. Or rather, this is the bet. We can fucking clear the board. Let's go. We gotta give all of the fucking enemy minions 3 damage. At that point, I'm gonna press a nuke button and just destroy humanity, bro. Fuck yeah, let's go. Is that good enough? Because I just defaulted into being an asshole and printing a Borkler because I hate Hearthstone, but now I hate people, so I want to add a Borkler anyways. So I'm defaulted to doing something really stupid anyways. Can I do a little bit better than that? I like this. Oh, I like this. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. So this is going to be consumable. This is going to be... And you're just like seeing like a card design. But I'm having fun. So much fun I can actually fucking show the footage, basically. That's how game development should work. I'm also an example to game developers of like, you're not just sitting in a fucking office. We're creating something here. We're extracting value from this bad boy. As much for ourselves. All right, game developers need to be even greedier than ever before. And not just ask for money. Ask for fucking approval and to share their work. To appreciate their work, you know. But then we're gonna lose to the competition because competition fucking sucks. You know, we have plenty of time to bitch around and not give people what they want because they don't want shit, bro. They haven't fucking proven that they want something. We gonna take all the enemies and flip their stats. It's kind of simple, but it's kind of confusing at the same time. I'm not gonna lie. Flip their goddamn stats. Where's my enemies? Again, things kind of move around still. It's not set in stone. But it's solidifying, alright? There you go. All enemies get their stats flipped. Super simple. Super satisfying. You think you have the upper hand? Mm-hmm. Let's go. Wait. Alright, I'll just finish it. This could just be simply a 1-drop. it's so cool, like, to always have a threat, you know, to always threaten your opponent like this. It's crazy to me how powerful this card is. It's amazing. If it's a 1-drop. But it has to be, right? Or should I instantly nerf it to a 2-drop? Now, I could flip my own minion stats as well. I could potentially, like, choose. Choosing it is kind of interesting. But also very complicated. Yeah, whatever. I just want it to be like a massive effect. It just flips their stats. It's just confusion. I would say stat flipping is just pure confusion. I have to say it's legendary. We have talked about this card for 20 minutes now. There's no way it's not fucking legendary. But that's not... Because I'm like YouTube CEO, I'm role-playing, right? And I'm succeeding at holding the crown for almost a year now. Nobody cares, right? But if you don't care, that's not gonna stop me. You know, that's the whole point. I'm just gonna keep on growing as that kind of person. So I'll just rule YouTube eventually. There's always an opportunity, a way to do something, a way to convince people that I am legit. So there's always a way to claim your crown in the end. You just have to hold it for long enough and do the right things. This is just a 1/1. It's so easy to kill, so easy to take advantage of. Probably should be 0/1, but I'll fucking smash you with that dislike button. I'll distract you. Yeah, it's actually a one drop is can be a distraction tool, because your opponent will still tap into it if you attack into it. For example, right? He has this many minions. This is a dislike button, and these guys have attacked, but this guy has stayed untapped and even broke my shield. So I summon my dislike button and I attack into it, but he has to tap. He loses 1 health for the time being, and he has to tap, so he can't strike back anymore. You can use 1-drops to do that. Alright, so that's good. Also, again, another reason why people would dislike, they see something new, a new way of doing things, a new way of thinking, and they just don't like it for a random, small, tiny reason. For their own, like, personal garbage gripe. Well, it's just new, bro. Try and get used to it. If you don't like it, that means you're so entertained in life. I mean, you want the best of the best things. And you don't have even time to make friends or anything, or just be a nice person. Which is probably not going to get you far in life, to be honest. But I understand. Alright, you're desperate for something slightly better, slightly more automated. And potentially very degenerate in the end. Because here you will have full control. It's like Minecraft for cards. You will have full control. You can make your own cards too. I didn't mention that, guys. I didn't mention that you can just take the fucking folder and add your cards whenever you feel like it. Did I not mention that, guys? There's files and there's textures, and you can just add and modify values for yourself if you want. You can add your own memes if you can craft it well enough, if you're smart enough, as I am. Smart enough in storytelling. Anything is possible here. Alright? You can add these cards. You also have to rename it into making sure that it has an ID and all that shit, and the name is over here. But you have full control over that. And I did it, again, just because it's easier for me, and it serves double functionality. So yeah, once you use the bones just kind of like go away, It's a, you know, just like Yu-Gi-Oh has graveyard for things, and then a removed section of the game for things. So there's a graveyard, and then there's exiled cards, kind of. You know, like they're completely dead and unusable. No longer exist in the game even. So the same goes here. There's a graveyard and exile, I guess. Heaven or hell for cards. Fully used. Which is kind of a little bit creepy of like, wait, I can still use dead bodies. But no, you can tell a story, I guess. They still exist as like a memory. But now you're gonna burn it. Once you collect 5 of them, it's also still a little bit creepy and gives you more dislikes potentially to work with. But it's the one that you allowed people to press it, and people pressed it successfully, and you're like, fuck you guys. And so you can just flip their stats. And I love this. I love this already. It's perfect. We did it. And for the rest of the video, we're just going to steal Hearthstone cards. Because the moment you say I'm stealing, that's when I actually do an immoral thing. Because, you know, I can just label as like, when I watch YouTube videos, I am murdering YouTube videos. I'm like consuming, eating them, devouring YouTube videos. So evil, you know. I can just turn anything into evil. This is why, again, Sniper Wolf is like the first one to show up. Because I got so many views from this fucking drama thing. She's the first card ever without even a token because I forgot to fucking add a token. But it's so funny because she's a pirate, so she probably stole that one. So I can't even, I don't even want to change that. So funny. Stole a fucking token from me, bro. The rarity token. Excuse me, bro. I don't know. You can call these tokens icons. We're gonna figure out a way to. I like tokens to some extent, but tokens mean something else. In my game, token means if you. 1 second. We need to move the bamboon, boys. There we go. Bamboon, bro. This is a token. So, Baboon can summon at 11. And these are going to be smaller, but the idea is to just simply improve this value by spending mana. But this icon represents a token. So 1 token would just create this effect of all friendly minions gain +1/+1. But it would include this guy. This guy would also gain +1/+1. This has to be fixed. And so you can just keep on stacking the tokens. So that I call tokens because you would use like actual physical like checkers pieces to stack on top. Because again, I have to make sure that you can actually play this in a physical format, because the novelty of doing so is pretty fucking powerful. The novelty of playing a physical game against an opponent across the table, that is super powerful, because usually games are much more interesting when you don't play just the game. You actually talk and have a conversation and you create a story. That's the most powerful thing you can do with games. And I want more of that instead of just a mindless fucking card game. But this is not a mindless card game because it's kind of like fancy, you know? And you can make your own cards technically. Someone has to like ref the cards and see if they're legal or not, if they're like in the proper power level. Someone has to ref it. But otherwise, you should be able to like go to an event, make your own fucking cards, and just see what happens. Like that, the possibilities are endless for this thing. And I want this to be physical. I want people to like get off the screens because this is fucking toxic. You know, I want to make friends, bro. I want to like see people. I'm stuck in a fucking room. So if this becomes popular, or I have enough money to like make it popular, I mean, that's where we're gonna go. But it has to like be so popular that it also kind of invades my local space, my my country, and makes me feel safer to go outside and make friends and all that shit. Like there's a lot of things that I want to do with this potentially, but I'm just like laying it down here as an idea for now. So yeah, we just solidified this button. Latest button, as you can see, 26, 25, and now it's 26. We still need a really good name for this, but this is gonna hurt. Or epic distraction. See, the funny thing is, this card is like really powerful. And the actual power level of this card is that your opponent will constantly think of whether you can use this card or not to take advantage of it. It's like, if you knew that your opponent has Borklers, but you wouldn't know when they don't have Borklers, but you know that they very much have a Borkler, you don't get more power from knowing that. You're just gonna play less cards now for real. You know, you still nerfed to a very high extent. But yeah, that's why Borklers is just so kind of weird. But this just lays there in front of you, and you have to contemplate if you're playing into it. And it's so difficult to actually, like, calculate that thing. So you just have to, like, try and forget it. And the whole process is just painful to me. The way I imagine, like, it's crazy. The dislike button just gonna sit there. You gave me, you pressed the button, but I can use it, you know, for my advantage. It's so cool. Actually, I wanna rename it into something else. But before we do that, apparently I need to... God, holy shit. Okay, crafted cards are over here. The real name... Let's call it like Twisted Advantage. Because it's weird, like why would this give me an advantage in life? But you can always twist the advantage for yourself. Not because you can flip the dislike into a like, but kind of, there's no negative things in society, you must understand. And we still have to live with each other, by the way. We can't just build communities and pretend that we're fine. You know, it's not that easy. But that's where are we going in life? But it's too complicated for you guys to understand. And nobody wants to hear it so far, so... Cool. We'll see when that's gonna change. I can't wait. Alright, let's steal some Hearthstone cards. Again, it's not necessarily stealing, I'm just revitalizing cards that would never be played anyways anymore. Like, these cards are just dead, except for maybe Bronzebeard, but it's dead in my game, okay? You're not gonna play this card. I'll tell you that. You're just not gonna play this bad boy. Because it's kind of useless. I'm thinking, like, it's kind of fucking useless. Unless it's literally a Battlecry deck, and it would still be just like a meh, you know, experience, because you're playing a Battlecry deck. You're just playing a meme deck. I'm sorry, bro. It's useless. Bronzebeard, bro. The way I printed right now is just completely useless. Maybe later on it has hope, but hope is not something to hold on to here. All right. So yeah, like Dirty Rat can sort of be played in standard. I do it, but I do it so much that I fucking own it. So I don't see where the bad thing is. I can't detect it, guys. I was allowed to tell the story of like, I'm nervous, guys. I'm trying to find that bad thing. But the only thing I'm gonna do is stop looking at the dislike and like ratio, and you are not gonna fucking affect me anymore. It's liberation, boys. With that in mind, we can make more buttons. We can make a like button. If we can come up with a good effect for that. Can we, though? To me, the like button is fucking useless and pointless. I mean, I wish it did something, but it doesn't feel like it. And hopefully people are starting to stop using it, because it's kind of pointless. The actual real button that, yeah, so dislike should just make you talk, say something in the comments. At least be hateful if you want. Add to the story a little bit more. That would be very helpful, at least. But, because, like, you create enough context to, like, well, you press the dislike button because blah, you know, or at least you just fart. To indicate that you're just a troll, basically, of the internet. Taking advantage of things. If I'm YouTube CEO, I enforce people to say something in the comments. And if you get disliked, you can be reverted, potentially. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to stack this thing up. But, like, if you say, like, tiny, insignificant things and we, as a community, like, find it intolerable, you're just gonna trap yourself. You're gonna stick your finger up your ass, you know, and your dislike is gonna be converted into like 3 likes or something, or because we have harvested your reputation. It's some crazy shit. But now with the like button, I can talk about like the like button as I want it to be, you know, the way it's actually like useful. I want like button to be pressable multiple times. You know, you can press it multiple times. And potentially you can press it with your own minions. That would be nice. I already have a minion that you can sort of tap into with your other cards. Any friendly minion tapping, including this can tap itself, will give you 2 mana. So instead of attacking, you can tap, which is not very useful. This effect is completely pointless. Unless you're like desperate to summon something else. It's very, very much pointless. Because tapping probably actually worth more mana. But maybe you actually want to take advantage of the card game, like you don't want to break shields, right? So you're gonna tap to not break shields. Just like in Elder Scrolls Legends, you summon minions, but like they have nothing to attack into, so you just tap them for something. But usually you can't. You can't just tap them. You have to let them resolve the damage, because you have something summoned on the board. You have the advantage, so your opponent has to like take the shields and take the advantage as well. Again, everything I talk about is pretty complicated, isn't it? Until you have your hands on. But I don't know. My personal favorite device is just unclog your ears. It's pretty good advice, I would say. Okay, we can do like button if it's possible. But it has to be the useful version of a like button. First of all, it's a very interesting moment of like securing like button for people who truly have enjoyed the thing. So this would be put into place, not because it's monetization button, but maybe if you like, you should also watch a little bit of the video, or a decent amount of the video, so to give it watch time. That's a pretty good idea. Now, the way this works is a very complicated set of rules for this token, or icon, rather. So, for every single turn, you gain one of these. Every single turn. But not the whole rotation of a turn, just moving from a player to player type of turn. Every end of turn, basically, you gain one of these. So, and you can spend it, right? You gaining this stuff, material, and technically these are tokens. You would have to summon this, and you would have to gain that, and you would have to be able to spend that. You know, you might be able to only spend it once. Again, then we use this, saying once. You can do blah, blah, blah. Right? Once you can spend 5 tokens and do this. So, if your video doesn't receive a like for a very long time, I think that's pretty novelty. That's a pretty powerful video, right? But people can't just like press a like button. They have to like actually watch the video. So I'm not sure which aspect I should take. But let's say, and the reason why people don't press like buttons is because they don't have access to the video. I can't relay information well enough. They need subtitles. They need some flashy thing on the side of the screen. You know, the Subway Surfers, to be able to actually enjoy the video. You know, like they need appendages to be enticed in. They think the concept is interesting, but they have no ability to actually watch it and understand it. I can also understand that part. That's, you're a crippled person, obviously, and you need to seek fucking help. But I understand. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too rough. Maybe the video has to be translated. That's still you're still a fucking crippled person, by the way. Crippled Mexican, out of all things. Not even a person. Holy shit. Mexican, bro. So how long are we gonna wait until a person just watches the full video for the like button to work? Full video. I would say again, we would have to add the like button has to be like cherished and protected, basically. Don't tell people to press the like button. It's not novel at all. Unless you're actually like hitting for some kind of milestone. I don't think YouTube cares about that anymore. I don't think YouTube cares about how many people liked your video. But you might care. You know, you might care. So put it up there. But the real like button is actually watch time. That is so cool. The real like button is watch time. This is what I'm monetizing, bro. This is what I'm collecting on YouTube. Is how long you watch my videos. I can see the stats. I'm very interested in that sort of shit. So, last month I actually received 110 watch hours, which is kind of fascinating from a card game community. Like, they're really interested in giving me watch time. But the moment I'm starting to talk about things and not show footage of things, your brain just turns off and, like, you can't follow things. Great. Not very exciting, though. Not exciting. I'm not lecturing, though, my friends. I'm having fun. I swear, guys. I swear. I guess the way to prove it is, like, shut up, am I right? Just shut up. But I can't. I have to, like, explain what's going on, though. You must understand. So maybe, like, for 3 rotations, but, like, You should be able to spend it over and over again. I want an odd number to make things really fucking awkward. Every single time you still have to, like, earn that money, bro. It's a tough one. This one is the most annoying token ever. But for as long as this is on the board... what do we spend it on, though? What can we buy with like buttons? What kind of self-esteem? I feel like we can, like, just draw cards or something like that. It's kind of fancy. You know what? I'm gonna do something cool. This is gonna be cool. We're gonna give a creature Wind Fury, technically. But not really. We can, like, attack one more time. Wind Fury is pretty powerful. But, like, a one-time Wind Fury on something. I like it. It's not too crazy. But it's like you give a creature passion enough to, like, fight for you even more. Alright, so let's find no, just friendly creature. Shit, it's still weird for me. We're gonna make it faster. I mean, you can give it itself, I guess. It's still gonna be a 1/1 that you have to protect, of all things. And after 3 rotation of turns. Now, clearly you're not gonna use it on your opponent's turn. You'll still have to wait for 4 rotations, but you're gonna have 1 left over, which is even more complicated for no good reason. Just to get Wind Fury, bro? Give me a break. Can we give some slight more advantage? Well, we can give +1/+1, obviously. Or just +1 attack. That's kind of cute. I think it's just cute. +1 attack, whatever. But for the second attack, it would be, right? Ah, interesting. It's fucking weird. You know what? The most powerful token of all time is Breakthrough. Like, it's literally the most powerful thing. Because the thing is, with this this is so scary. This token is really fucking scary because it can actually give you lethal when you otherwise wouldn't get lethal. Why? Because when your opponent has no shields, they're not scared. Alright, you lose all your shields. You're like, oh shit, I still have minions though. I still have like 3 minions. But the moment you have Breakthrough, you can actually kill your opponent anyways. It doesn't matter if they have minions. Fuck that shit. We break through and actually, like, touch my opponent's ass where it's appropriate, and they just die from that. Holy shit. I love it. This is why it's so powerful. It's strategically one of the most powerful things you can give to a creature, even though it's not that big of a deal, right? But I love that so much. So we give ability to attack again, and we give a breakthrough for this attack. That is so cool. Alright, we've figured out how to monetize like buttons. Let's go. So, press subscribe button instead. Because we already, like, burnt it in our memory of, like, okay. I don't want to press it, though. I understand. It's too boring. But over time, like, people are gonna resonate with this idea. And hopefully we can, like, make use of real like buttons and flex a little bit. But for now, it's kind of pointless. The real thing I want people to do is open their fucking mouths first Then you can start pressing buttons and making them meaningful and stuff. I'll say this is golden. It's going to be golden. It's not legendary, but it's very, very good. I like the design and all that shit. You know, the funny thing is, I still haven't used these things. These are supposed to, like, represent elements. The front element, the back element. They could represent if you're a Murloc or a Princess Peach. Alright? But I'm not using that. I don't have types for cards, so to speak. And I until it's necessary to do that, I'm not using. I'm just shouting out that there's a possibility this is useful at some point in the game. For now, it's just an aesthetic thing that kind of is cringe because it looks like this token right there, though. A rarity token. Okay, so it's the same. I didn't even have to like redo. It's the same stats. But this creature won't be able to be attacked until it's the only thing on your board, or there's other creatures with the same token. Reverse taunt, boys. All right, let's flip that frown upside down. Again, like button should mean something more, like a connection between people. Like, we genuinely like this thing. A good rating would be nice. You know, a truly genuine rating of people. Like, I would want like button to sort of be for special people who have like made it on YouTube, have figured it out, why a video is good or bad. We should like bring back the star rating of 5-star rating, but only for the people who truly deserve to express their opinions, you know, to give a review. A star rating would be awesome, bro. Because we have to filter out the fucking audience. Shit. Audience can influence your review if you want. You can talk to these people, hopefully. But we have to, like, prove that audience needs to talk and connect with the fucking YouTubers first to be able to influence them. That's one of the best ways to open their mouths, is just to let them know that pressing buttons is not your superpower. You actually lose power by worrying about buttons too much, as if you're influencing something by voting or pressing fucking this garbage. That's not how it works. You have to actually express your opinion. That's where the social power lies. And you're even more powerful because everyone else around you are silent and just want to press buttons so badly and get away with that shit. But once you open your mouth, you realize how wrong you are. You know, once you type in your fucking opinion, you realize you don't even have one, potentially. So people, only like a handful of people actually deserve to give a star rating on things. So what are like buttons even useful for? Well, like buttons are useful to elevate something in relationship with. The best like button is from Reddit. You know, Reddit. In fact, because it's so good on Reddit, I'm gonna give a Reddit token somewhere next to the like button so everyone knows the context. I hate Reddit, but I do appreciate the idea that people upvote and downvote what they see as relevant, right? Those people still have to be filtered, but just a general press of a button, because the way you filter those kind of people is by making some people more powerful, so their button means more. But yeah, I would just do that. A little bit of Reddit going on. I have to like remove the redness though. Reddit, why are you so fucking red? Alright, like this. It's Reddit kind of like kills the vibe, but it tells us an important story. Watch me dance. That's so cool. Because in order for this to take any effect, you still have to wait 2 turns. 2 turns is insane! To wait 2 turns in my game for something to survive 2 turns? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you sure about that? It does have an advantage for itself, but it's still going to be very difficult to help it survive 2 turns. To be able to, like, start monetizing your, you know, Wind Fury. Look, yeah, let's go. Alright. Well, what's the last thing we can do for 5 minutes? You know what? Maybe this like button also needs a vibe kill. Let's see here. Okay. Let's open it back up again. Just gonna lose the layers. There's one thing that fits very well, and it's gonna be the ending gang, basically. Moments. Let's fucking rewind, bro. Rewind was so good that it was finally bad. Or so good at being bad that we invented dislike button to a whole nother level. We pushed dislike button to a whole nother level. I love this shit. We gotta appreciate, man. But we gotta turn things around and not be so fucking bitter when we see so much value in just hating YouTube Rewind, but then like, well, that was cool. You deserve a like for that one. After every single dislike, there should be a like, potentially. Because, like, you still found the video. You still found yourself watching the next video. So you have to give a like, unfortunately. Otherwise, you're kind of, like, breaking the vibe on purpose. This is why you like mass disliking videos. You should get kicked in the face for that. But people can still do it. So, like, these buttons, as simple as they are, they're not simple at all. And I wanted to tell that story. Alright, thank you guys for watching. This is a completely next level video. It should go on my main channel, but you guys deserve it. You have pulled my ears. Right. Red, why are you so fucking evil, bro? Why are you evil, though? Relax. Get on the vibe. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Here we go. Fixed it. Fixed the evil of Reddit. It's no longer evil. It had red eyes. Of course it was evil. That's why I got negative karma from people. Alright, see you guys next time.